Hey guys, I'm just making a video to update you on my progress. I had kind of a huge setback over the last couple weeks. Some of my anxiety symptoms have been coming back to the surface following a panic attack I had, which I hadn't had panic attacks in 6 months or so, and after I was experimenting with some supplements, and I think a combination of that with not staying on the medication consistently caused sort of an issue and caused me to have a panic attack. So after the panic attack, I started having some burning sensations again. Because of the burning, my stress went up, caused more of that. So the cycle started up again, but I was able to kind of mentally keep it at bay. I kind of was teetering on like a 5, trying to avoid stress. Very difficult to not stress when you're in a lot of pain and suffering from depression and anxiety, and then with whatever else you're dealing with in life. So it's very, very challenging, and I speak from experience. So I was able to use the tools I have in my tool bag to keep it at bay. I had to go out of town for a trip to visit with my grandmother who was having surgery, and just the stress of the trip while I was in pain sort of made things worse, and I made it through it, came back in a few days later, and then my bladder started flaring up again last night. So it's like one thing or the other. It's kind of like plugging a hole in a water bed and it keeps shooting out wherever. The internal tension and kind of starts peaking itself in different ways, at least for me. So a lot of my situations are psychosomatic. It's just the body's way of dealing with the mental anguish. So I decided after a horrible trip to Virginia that I was going to up my dosage of Lamictal because I got to try something. And it's these desperate times that really make me make the decisions to take the medications. And like I've said, I personally believe that 95% of people can heal well and move on without prescription drugs using amino acids, herbal therapies, lifestyle change, fish oils, exercise. For me, a lot of my trauma or my issues are from childhood trauma, so I'm not really dealing with a deficiency per se. It's just embedded stress within my neural pathways, I guess. So I'm trying to write new ones, and it's impossible. So I went up to 75 milligrams of Lamictal for the first time, and because I was staying at 50, I didn't really want to go higher. And this is my second day taking that much, which actually today I haven't taken the second dose. So pretty new to that dosage, and I'm feeling a little bit better today. I don't feel as tired as I did yesterday. I definitely didn't sleep as well last night, which is a huge factor for me. I've been trying to get better sleep, and I don't want to take a medication that's going to alter my sleep. I think that when you up the dosage, you kind of have the side effects for a while, then they go away. Because I felt like the Lamictal was making me not sleep, but then all of a sudden I was getting the best sleep I had in years, while taking half the dose in the morning, half the dose in the evening. So anyway, I'm still trying to understand that, since I've had so many negative symptoms, lethargy, fatigue, and physical pain, headaches, all of the other things that I've had over. It's hard to tell or blame it on the medication for sure. So overall, I'm happy with my decision, as much as I'm really upset about it. That doesn't make sense, but I just don't want to be on medication. I wanted to heal myself naturally because I truly believe in the healing. But in some situations, as maybe in mine, there may be a lot of damage from Xanax use and poor lifestyle through my formative years and so forth. But I'm learning a lot. I'm still continuing it. A lot of depression comes from our lifestyle. And actually, a really crazy, amazing study that came out that I want to share with you guys, and I'll just give you the brief facts about it, is that they did a study using the same exact rating that psychiatrists use here for us to measure depression and anxiety, and they studied hundreds of indigenous tribes and Amish communities, and they found virtually zero, absolutely no signs of depression or anxiety using the same rating systems that we use. It just doesn't happen. And the reason is they lead lives, and they most often lead spiritual lives and believe in something bigger than themselves. They work in community. They're away from all the synthetic chemicals, the BPA and the petroleum products, the things that kind of can leach into us, the electromagnetic fields. A lot of these things can work together to cause deficiencies and disturbances in sleep and all these sort of things. So combination of poor lifestyle factors and exposure to chemicals and toxic substances it's a feeding ground for mental disorders, and that's what we see in contemporary society, ironically, which is created to make us more efficient and happier, and does the opposite. So it just goes to show that we really need to go back to our roots as much as possible. Sunlight, eating healthy, social exposure, a lot of the things that it's really hard to do when you're depressed. It's one of those diseases that it's almost like cancer. It's it's burning you at both ends. The things you need to do to get better, you can't do because of the symptoms, and you just have to find that strength to make a change. To start with going on a walk, whether it's like a 2-minute walk or just walking to the mailbox. For some people, you gotta make the change. You have to find it within you to start up. So anyway, I am taking the medication, continuing the lifestyle changes. I run 2 to 5 miles per day and eat a mostly paleo diet. But I found that stressing about diet so much was making me worse. So I cheat occasionally, not saying that everyone should, but anyway, I'm going to update you further. I'm hoping to get up to 100 milligrams. I mean, if 75 works for me, then fantastic, actually, so I won't have to go up. I want to be on the minimal dose that works for me. And I'll say, so far, the Lamictals I had a really positive experience initially. Not sure whether that was a placebo, possibly, but I don't think it was. And then it trailed off. And I've read that online. A lot of people say it trails off. They'll have success at 25 for a few days, then at 50, and then at 75, until they get to the proper dose for them, and it kind of sustains them. So, well, that's my experience. Side effects, like I said, for me, it's hard to say. I know I had some flu-like symptoms. I've had some burning eyes, some pain in my lymph nodes, and some burning ear stuff that doesn't really kind of concern me, but it went away. It didn't last, but so far it's been pretty mild. Nothing that would keep me from trying, I guess. So we're gonna keep going. I got an appointment with a new doctor who is an MD but also does holistic next week, so I'm hoping to get in with her and get a proper assessment from a real doctor. Alright, well, I'll update you guys soon. Subscribe, and God bless you.